Liver King has been arrested. For a long time, he sold himself as an all-natural bodybuilder who became huge online through specific exercise, and notably, he branded himself on an all-carnivore diet that included eating raw testicles and liver. It turned out he was lying about the health effects of eating raw meat and was using steroids to increase muscle mass, and as a result, his career went downhill pretty fast after that reveal. That's why it's not terribly surprising that he's been making these weird videos where he runs around on all fours asking Joe Rogan for a fight, as it's entirely possible he was just looking to stir up controversy. However, the most newsworthy event is that he was arrested by detectives for the charge of terroristic threat. That's pretty hardcore for a series of Instagram videos about wanting to pick a fight. The court also ordered a restraining order of 200 yards, as well as a mental health evaluation, so it seems he achieved controversy, though at great personal cost. The fact that he turned up in Austin looking for Joe Rogan after making vague threats definitely crosses the line.
Guess what? You're dead, bitch. You're dead.
But again, it wasn't long ago that he was considered a major celebrity, and this probably would have been swept under the rug as a silly beef. The fact that he was full-on arrested implies Joe Rogan's fame towers above that of the Liver Kings, to the point that his arrival is a huge no-no that was swiftly and brutally put to a stop. It's important to remember that the Liver King was essentially the face of the carnivore diet for a long time, which became kind of synonymous with health influences despite it not being particularly good for you. Sure, it'd probably be helpful to eat meat only because you're getting plenty of protein and fat, but the fact that it's raw is definitely going to make you sick at some point, and it's definitely not going to make you jacked, as we are well aware due to Liver King's lies about taking steroids. The point remains that he was extremely famous for a decent amount of time, but it's clear he's not above police interception, whereas Rogan was able to have the situation dealt with quickly. In short, the Liver King's arrest is significant, not only because it's the downfall of a man who once ruled the health influencer industry with his raw carnivore diet, but also because it shows a world where sometimes there are consequences for celebrities who act strangely online. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe! Or else.